and get a free Uber bobblehead. Single game ticket and ticket packages are still available for upcoming Pistons home games. Enter the new ticket or visit us online to get your tickets today. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having any issues at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Pistons along with your issues and single issues.
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Risachet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Pistons, down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cunningham is out there with MP, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win, don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
Yeah, MP sees the rookie reports, and he really studies them. And so far this season, he hasn't been on the top of those lists. That's becoming an extra bit of fire to motivate MP to get the better of his peer group.
And let's check in with Allie. She's got the latest on MP.
Thanks, guys. MP is so excited to be here in the NBA. He's aiming for the top of his rookie class. He told me pregame, growing up in Plainview, I dreamed of playing in this league. So just being here is special. We'll see how he performs. Brian?
Well, Allie, I can't wait to see this kid's career develop. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Risachet, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Thompson finds MP. Out to Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Young against MP. Young got a piece of it.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
And MP throws it down.
There are only two players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Cunningham against Young. And that one's good.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Well, Brent, when it comes to the Hawks, they've struggled to find consistency on the defensive end.
No, BA, that's not true. They've been consistently bad on the defensive end. I mean, they've been bottom 10 in defense 6 of the last 7 years. The only exception was the year that they made it to the conference finals. So that's just not going to cut it. You got to play both ends.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night.
First team foul. At the line for the Hawks, Young, Trae Young. One shot.
Free throw's good. Young. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Risachet out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. he should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Chums, thank you. Good stuff. Picked up by Okongwu. Young, the pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
MP, the pass to Cunningham. Over Young. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. Here's Rizachet from outside the arc. Duren with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, B.A. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years, and that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves, and by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
And Harris drops them both. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won one NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to talk it over with his guys. With this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Second, Trae Young.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's MP. Going inside. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Now here's MP. 17 points for him last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
He saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Daniels. Outside Johnson. Here's Daniels. Left side Young from deep. And And the Hawks with another three.
Young with some of the fastest hands in the NBA. Easy to see why.
The Pistons have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Cunningham finds MP. Pass to Duren. It's stolen by Okongwu. Inside, here's Young. The rebound by Detroit. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year.
They ran away with this season series last year. It was one of the few teams they could beat.
And it's Cunningham missing. Atlanta has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you gotta love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. Pistons trail by 3. Pass to Hurt. Duren the screen. And the basket by MP. Hurt's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Atlanta with the ball. Young, the pass to Okongwu. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And Atlanta making a change here. LeVert's checked in. Hits both from the stripe. Last season was tough for the Pistons, Brent, setting an NBA record by losing 28 games in a row.
BA, I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to go on the bright side. Look at their core. It's led by Cade Cunningham. This guy is ultra talented, still in his early 20s. They have a lot of young talent on the roster. They're going to be better, and they play way better in the second half of the year. So how's that for some positivity?
Here's Young, following the score by Detroit. Over Cunningham. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Young's got 11 points.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Duren, the pass to MP. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Second team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Ivy's checked in for Detroit.
MP, 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw good, MP.
I mean, how much promise do you see in MP? This young player has so many physical tools that are already there. Now he just has to keep improving.
Now here's Johnson. He's scoreless. And there's Young. That's good. On the assist by Johnson. And the Hawks lead by 2. The Pistons have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Ivy passes to Duren. MP looking around. Harris on the wing. Screen by MP. Rebounded by Daniels.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
It's tipped.
And that length of Duren enables him to deliver an emphatic denial.
MP finds Thompson. Ivy a screen on LeVert. And here's MP from outside. The rebound by Atlanta. Pass to LeVert. Back to Young. Here's Daniels. Covered by MP. LeVert outside. Here's the floater. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
So tough to negate LeVert's wingspan when he's in attack mode. It's one of his deadliest characteristics.
It's his first trip to the line. throw good. LeVert.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
And so he's able to get one of two. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Grant.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
And Atlanta with possession here, after the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Outside Johnson. And stolen by Stewart. 3-on-3. The 11-footer. Ivy's shot is off.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Matthews. LeVert up top, covered by Schroeder. And Atlanta misses again.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Beasley, pass to Harris. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Hawks leading. Here's Buffkin, still without a bucket. Now Capella. 6 to shoot. LeVert goes against Ivy. LeVert, that's good.
This is all you can do if you're the defense. LeVert is excellent at gutting his way through physical coverage.
Ivy outside. Beasley against LeVert. The three is up. Here's Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Outside Johnson. Pass to LeVert. Uses the glass on the layup. LeVert's got 5 now.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Stewart the pass to Harris. Now Stewart pulls it from the top of the key, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Beasley against LeVert. Now here's Johnson. He's closely guarded. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right, VA? He just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare. Just think when he gets his confidence.
Free throw drops for Johnson. Risache, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Johnson drops them both. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter. Schroeder passes to Beasley. This one for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He really has a nice stroke as Beasley's jumper is able to fall.
To the paint, to the wing, right side. Pass to Johnson. Back to LeVert. Clock at 6. And Ivy pulls it down. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Beasley finds Ivy. Harris with it, covered by Johnson. Unloads. Harris misses.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
To the wing on the left. Here's Risache. He's guarded by Beasley. Johnson a screen on Schroeder. There's the three. Knocks down the long J. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Hawks on top, leading by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
And Atlanta looking at who they've got. We've got Clint Capella. Larry Nance is out there with Risache. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Matthews in at the point. Now here's LeVert. He picked up 15 in their last win against New York.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's MP. Thompson with a screen. Here's MP. He takes it in, and that misses. That would have put him up. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Cunningham. 17 points for him last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Krejci's checked in for Matthews.
Coming onto the floor for the Hawks. Number 27.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Thompson with a screen. MP gets it to go through contact.
Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Krejci. He's watched by Cunningham. Back to Nance. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got 5 rebounds in the game. Thompson outside. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Now here's LeVert. 5 points in the game. And here they come. Beasley for 3. Good. And the assist goes to MP. And now a 4-point Detroit lead.
One of the reasons Beasley's out there, they expect him to sink the 3 and spread the floor.
Here's Risache. They can't stop the run with that one. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. MP with it, and Capella picks him up defensively.
Intimidating right there. Capella just gets so long at times and throws that one away.
And Detroit making a change here. Hardaway's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Man, he's checked in for Krejci. 5 to shoot. The drive by MP. Thompson. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Matthews, he's checked in for Atlanta. Buffkin comes in for man. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. The fourth spot held by the Hawks.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
And stolen by Cunningham. And the Pistons pushing it up now. That's good by Thompson. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. MP with it. Nance covering. Nice job by MP converting it tight.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Capella. To the middle. Duran with a steal. And up the floor again for the Pistons. They run the court.
Woo, Tim Hardaway Jr. up and at it that time.
Here's Buffkin. Yet to see a basket. Capella, screen on Cunningham. Here's Buffkin. He's watched by Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Nance with a screen on Cunningham. Buffkin, no good. And here's Detroit. Outpacing them right now, a 15-2 run. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Capella. Here's MP. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Nance. LeVert goes against Hardaway. LeVert passes to Capella. Here's Matthews. Gets the three to fall. Matthews got 6.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Cunningham on the wing. Screen by MP. Now here's Cunningham. Tightly guarded. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Deflected. And the Pistons pushing it up now. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's LeVert, following the score by Detroit. Pass to Capella. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Almost all of Capella's shots are going to come from that kind of range. He's a big that's not trying to play out on the perimeter.
One place Clint Capella really knows how to throw his weight around is on the glass, Brent.
Yeah, it's been a little while, BA, since Clint Capella has led the league in rebounding. And, of course, that was a little bit different offensive system. But he has the size and the instincts still to go up and get the ball off the rim or from lob passes to be effective inside.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Nance. Daniels is checked in for Matthews. And it's Young in for Buffkin. Pass to Daniels. Outside Johnson. Here's Daniels. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New York. There's Young with the three. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 9 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Thompson outside. Duren the screen. MP with it. Now Okongwu defending. Duren no good.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Now here's MP. He's got 15. Duren with a screen on Okongwu. MP, the pass to Duren. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Duren's got 6 points.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls. Just great decision-making from him.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Cade Cunningham picks that one up. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess it? So a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Detroit on top. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're measuring up the shot. Better work next time. One more time. A round of applause for our contestants.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
You look at the Pistons, they didn't get the email I sent. Season their starter, fellas. They look surprised they're getting whoopings. High hopes does not win games. They gotta wake up, get it together. Good news, still time.
And let's discuss the first half. So far, Atlanta's in a close one.
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole game, but hey, as long as you're hot, keep taking them.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker, he's done a great job moving the ball around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They've led by as many as 11. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cade Cunningham out there with MP. And it's Duren in at the center position. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
And the free throw, no. Good.
Hard to get young players to be energized by defense, but Asar Thompson has come into the league with that kind of junkyard dog mentality. Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Now here's MP. Pass to Harris. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Johnson.
He's a good free throw shooter. Tobias Harris smartly looking to get in there and find some easy points from the line.
Tobias Harris, 2 shots.
And Harris drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Young finds a Kongwu. Here's Daniels. Here's Risache. No points so far. Off target from outside.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Daniels passes to a Kongwu. Back to Daniels. Good D by Duran.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Back to Cunningham. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Bird's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Hawks trail by 8. Here's Risache. To the inside. Daniels laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Daniels has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
And it's Cunningham missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Outside Johnson. 3-pointer. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 11 rebounds in the game. Cunningham passes to MP. Duran the screen. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Duran.
Well, long arms but very sure hands make Duran a great lob partner.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Daniels. And here's Okongwu. Here's Risache. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. Young from long range. Thompson pulls it in.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
MP to pass to Harris. Down low. Very pretty alley-oop.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Now here's MP. He's got 15. MP, a screen on Young. Here's Cunningham. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Young. Give him 20. Here's Okongwu. And there's the rejection. Harris passes to Cunningham. MP left side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Oh, the young fella finds a way. MP using the pump fake to perfection.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. And Atlanta making a change here. Capella's checked in. Both shots good from the strike. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 10. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. And Atlanta has possession. Just 5 to shoot. A step-back shot. Fearless from Young inside.
Well, if you overplay Trae Young, he will go right by you. He's going to make that adjustment.
MP drives in. Pass to Thompson. Back to MP. Driving to the basket. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Capella.
Strong take from MP, giving the D no choice but to have to hack away.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Detroit.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Duran. And he's now got the double-double.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Cunningham against Young. rebound by Detroit. MP, the pass to Thompson. And there it is for him. Thompson's got 10 points.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Outside Johnson. Screen by Capella. Here's Young. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
The bank shot, no good. Hawks trail by 11. Here's Risache. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Risache's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, great look for Risache. Close in, gets it done.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Young with it. He's got 25. Pass to Capella. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Capella taking a crack and stays focused on the rim.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Beasley's checked in for the Pistons. Sasser comes in for Cade Cunningham. Karis LeVert's checked in for the Hawks. Matthews comes in for Trae Young. MP outside. MP hammers it down.
Solid execution by MP. It goes a long way when you master the pick and roll, especially early in your career.
Here's Matthews. Sasser defending. Pass to Capella. Now here's LeVert. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. MP with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Out to Thompson. Beasley with it. Over Risache. Beasley misses. Hawks trail by 8. It's LeVert on the wing. Sasser defending. Pass to Risache. And here's Capella, covered by Duran. Here's Matthews. There's another block. Oh, you can't throw the weak sauce around him.
No, you can't, B.A. I mean, he's sending everything back. Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Well, Brent, the 23-24 Pistons tied an NBA record by losing 23 straight. One bright spot, however, was Jalen Duran.
Well, the bright spot, BA, would be that you wouldn't mention that again. So let's just forget about that and put it behind us. But Jalen Duran did have some moments. He averaged a double-double that season at just 20 years of age. So sky is still the limit for this young, big, physical player.
Now here's MP. Give him 23. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Gotta love how hard Thompson works on the glass. He's just not giving up on those plays.
Hawks trail by 10. Pass to LeVert. And here's Capella. Here's Risache, covered by MP. Here's Matthews. That three's off the mark. Detroit has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And here's MP. MP with a step. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And Atlanta with possession here. A 12-point game. Here's Matthews. Give him 8 points now. And there's the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Now MP. Duran, the screen. Here's MP. And he banks in the layup. Hurt's got 25 points in the game.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Hawks trail by 12. Now here's LeVert. He has 7. Pass to Johnson. Here's Risacher. Fires for 3. Connects from downtown. Risacher's got 5 points in the quarter.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Risacher better than this.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to MP. Shot clock at 6. He shoots. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Capella. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Capella's got 9.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
MP with it. He's got 25. Duran, the screen. Here's Hurt with the drive. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. LeVert attacking. Capella controls the rebound and the putback.
And that work was done early as Capella just fought for his position down low.
Detroit leading by 5. And here's MP. Oh, and Johnson with a block. There's 49 seconds left in the third. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. So for the Pistons. Stewart, he's... substitution here for Detroit. Jalen Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Thompson. MP's checked in for Ivy. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Schroeder. Niang, he's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Krejci. Harris a screen. Takes the hit. MP still gets it to go.
Battling in the paint, MP not letting himself get pushed around.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. And the Hawks looking at who they've got. Clint Capella out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's George Niang. And it's LeVert in at the shooting guard position.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
Now here's Cunningham. MP outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Launches a 3. Nance pulls down the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hawks trail by 5. To the paint. Good D by Harris. Detroit has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Cunningham outside. Harris passes to MP. Harris, a screen on LeVert. MP with it. Nance covering. And he gets it to go. And it's a 7-point Detroit lead.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Niang. That one goes in.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
The Pistons lead by 5. Here's MP. Harris, a screen on Levert. MP, the pass to Harris. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
See Tobias Harris coming off that screen, knowing he was going to get open before he got to it, and did something with it.
Now Young to the middle. And Nance with the slam.
This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
And the dunk by Duren.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Young against Cunningham. Nance the screen. There's Young with the 3. He drops it from range. Young's got 28.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Cunningham passes to MP. Duren the screen. Here's MP. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, free throws are so key in this league. It's good on MP figuring out how to get to the line.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Nance. Risache, he's checked in for Niang. And Daniels is subbed in for Levert. Now here's Young. For 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And Young, known as a remarkable scorer, he can fill it up in a variety of ways.
Now here's MP. Harris a screen. Here's Hurt. Rebounded by Johnson.